The Christmas Eve blizzard. Snowflakes danced in the cold December air as the small town of Evergreen prepared for Christmas Eve. Lights twinkled on every house, and the sweet smell of baked cookies wafted through the streets. But as the townspeople put finishing touches on their decorations, a chilling announcement interrupted the festive cheer. "A severe blizzard is approaching," blared the voice on the radio. "Residents are advised to stay indoors and prepare for potential power outages." The snow began to fall heavier, quickly covering the streets. Ronaldo called an emergency town meeting in the community center. "We can't let this storm ruin Christmas," Ronaldo said, his voice steady despite the rising tension. "We need to make sure everyone is safe, especially the elderly and those living alone. Let's pull together, like we always do." The plan volunteers were quickly assigned tasks. Sheriff Tom rounded up a team to check on vulnerable residents. The owner of the town's diner, Betty, offered to keep her kitchen running as a central hub for food and warmth. Teenagers, excited by the chance to help, shoveled snow to clear paths and doorways. Meanwhile, Ronaldo and his wife worked with the local handyman to set up emergency heaters in the community center, in case anyone needed shelter. A race against time. The blizzard hit harder than anyone expected. The wind howled like a banshee, and visibility was nearly zero. Sheriff Tom and his team battled the elements to rescue old Mrs. Palmer, who had run out of firewood, and the Miller family, whose roof had partially collapsed under the weight of the snow. At the diner, Betty served hot cocoa and soup to those who had lost power. Kids huddled around the fireplace, listening to Christmas stories told by Betty's son, a college student home for the holidays. A Christmas miracle. By nightfall, the storm finally began to subside. The townspeople, though exhausted, gathered at the community center, where Ronaldo had managed to set up a makeshift Christmas tree using spare decorations. Ronaldo stood before them, holding a candle. "This blizzard may have tested us," Ronaldo said, his voice thick with emotion. "But it reminded us of what Christmas is truly about: love, kindness, and togetherness." Just as he finished, the sound of jingling bells filled the room. The children gasped as a neighbor dressed as Santa Claus burst in, carrying a sack of small gifts that the community had pooled together earlier. Laughter, songs, and cheer filled the hall as everyone celebrated, grateful not just for the holiday, but for each other. Outside, the snow finally stopped falling, and the town of Evergreen glittered under the moonlight, proof that even the harshest storms couldn't dampen the spirit of Christmas.